Good day, students. I am Mr. Olawale Benishola, your commerce teacher. Welcome to this lesson brought to you by Igota Virtual Learning. Let me start by introducing the topic to you. Today, we will be diving into the home trade part 2, a crucial topic in your WAEC commerce syllabus. We will explore the modern trends in retailing, wholesale trade, the roles of middlemen, and the channels of distribution. Let us proceed by starting with our lesson objective. By the end of this lesson, you will understand modern retail trades like branding and self-service. You will also know the functions and types of wholesalers. You will grab the factors affecting middlemen in trade. You will also be able to comprehend the concepts and types of distribution channels. Let us start by asking ourselves, what do we mean by modern trends in retail trade? Well, you should be able to see your environment and notice the rapid improvements in both economic and technological developments, which have given birth to various modern trends in retail trade. These developments in retail trade are of various types, which will be diving into them one after the other. Let us start with branding. Branding is the process of creating a unique name and image for a product in consumers' mind. Do we really get what I'm saying? Just wait a moment. What I actually means is that branding gives a name or mark to a product in accordance with the Trademark Act in order to distinguish it and differentiate it from similar products manufactured by other producers and competitors. This name is usually registered, and other producers are forbidden by the law from using its name or image. An example: Sony, Toyota, and Datsun. They are goods that they are widely advertised in an attempt to impress this differentiation on the minds of consumers. Let us look at another type of example. Think of a popular phone brand like iPhone or Samsung or any other Android phone. The brand name immediately gives you an idea of the product's quality and features. Don't you think so? Now that we have known the meaning of branding, let us quickly dive into the advantages of branding. We have uniform price, easy recognition, ensures high quality, standardization of products, simulation of self-services, prevention of product adulteration, reduction in the cost of advertising, helps to differentiate products. Now, let me just pick a few and let me explain. Let me start from uniform price. Do you know that branded goods attract the same price at least within a reasonable wide area? What about easy recognition? Customers have the advantage of knowing exactly what they are buying. That is, they can easily identify branded goods. It also ensures high quality. What does that mean? Producers try as much as possible to maintain high quality of their products, especially if such products have substitutes. Now that we have seen the advantages of branding, what about disadvantages? What do you think the disadvantages will be? Let us take a look at this one. Number one, high cost of advertising leads to high prices. It can confuse customers, creation of false buying. Now, let me explain just a few of them. What do we mean by high cost of advertising? A lot of money is spent on advertising in an attempt to impress product differentiation on the minds of customers. Leads to high prices. Branded goods actually are sold at high prices as the cost of advertisement is passed to the customers. You know what that means? The next on our list on the modern trends in retail trade is self-service. Wow, self-service, what does that imply? Let me explain. This is a system where the customers walk around the stores to select whatever goods they want to buy from the shelves and pay to the cashier with or without any assistance from the attendant. Large-scale retailers like departmental stores adopt this method. Appropriate packaging and displays enhance self-service system. A pure example of self-service is supermarket like ShopRite, where you pick items yourself and pay at the checkout. Now, what are the facilities that will be put in place in self-service? We have the cashiers with automatic cash registers. We have the trolleys and baskets, spacious floors, security should be beefed up, provision of spaces for packaging goods, packaging of goods with price tags, pay desks to be installed at strategic locations, and attractive shelves. What are the features of self-service? We have the provision of shelves and counters, display of goods, provision of trolleys and baskets, price tags, as which we have explained earlier on, and payments may exist. Now, what are the advantages of self-services? Increase in sales, employment of few sales clerks, time saving, convenient shopping, no interference, encourages impulse buying, and it attracts customers. Now, let us talk about the disadvantages of self-service. It has the possibility of preferring. That means it encourages shoplifting and preferring. Some customers can steal goods without being caught. If this is rampant, it may lead to shortage. There's also a possibility of overspending. Customers may be tempted to buy more than what they have budget and plan to purchase. Lack of proper inspection of goods, high running costs, less personal attention, more money will be spent to provide other facilities, and goods may be damaged along as being handled by the customers may damage the goods. Another type of modern trends that we'll be looking at is vouchers. Now, what exactly is a voucher? Now, a voucher, these are documents that can be exchanged for goods and services, often used as gifts or reward by the manufacturer of goods and services. A pure example of a voucher, let me tell you this. For example, now, a 5,000 naira voucher from Jumia can be used to purchase any item on the platform. Like you purchase an item previously from Jumia, and Jumia, as a reward to you for purchasing an item from them, gives you a voucher of 5,000 naira. That means that the next time you want to purchase an item of that exact amount, maybe probably 5,000 or more, you input the discounts in a particular section where you are making another order of a different kind of item. The particular 5,000 naira gift card or voucher will be deducted from the balance of the total item which you purchase in your next time you want to buy something from Jumia. Next on the list, we have vending machines. What are vending machines? These are automated machines that dispense products when money is inserted. We can also say that a vending machine is like a retail outlet that automatically dispense pre-packed items such as drinks stored in a machine whenever the appropriate value of money is inserted. It is a technique in selling whereby slot machines are made use of money is dropped in the machine or for the payment of what has been purchased. They are used to sell cigarettes and drinks. Let me give you a clear picture here now. You go to an hospital or any other, maybe a bank, and there are some machines at the doorstep of the organization that has probably drinks or sweets or snacks. You just need to input maybe a coin or a cash into the machine, and the appropriate value for what you have ordered will be rolled out for you to pick up. Advantages of vending machines is useful for selling convenience goods, provision of 24-hour services, eliminates time wastage, automatic sales, uniformity in price, and ensure self-services. What are the disadvantages of vending machine? High cost of goods, encourage stealing, low profits, and no provision for refund of balance. Another one on the list of modern trends, guess what? Credit cards. Now, let me quickly explain what credit card is. This is a technique which involves the use of plastic cards to buy goods and services on credit from specified sellers up to a certain amount, and payments being effected later. An example of using a credit card We have different kind of credit card. We have Visa card. We have Verve card, which you have been seeing around in reality. Now, using one of these cards, for example, a Visa card to buy textbooks online or paying with the bank later. You can even use to pay your school fees, and you can pay the bank later because it's based on credit, just as it has been mentioned. Now, what actually advantages of credit cards? It eliminates the danger involved in carrying cash. You cannot be carrying cash around when you have a credit card. It encourages credit purchase. Yes, it encourages customers to be able to purchase and enjoy the use of goods they could not afford to buy in cash. It is easy to carry about, very light, just a plastic card. They are very small, and it also helps to increase profits, increase in sales, which brings about increase in profits. Now, the disadvantages of credit cards: goods attract high prices, no bargaining, debts may be irrecoverable. Moving on to our next topic, which is wholesale trade. Now, what actually is wholesale trade? Now, let me quickly give you a rundown. Wholesale trade can also be known as wholesalers trade. An wholesaler is a person that involves in a middleman as part of the chains of distribution. They are middlemen in short. Now, let me explain what a wholesale trade is in general. This is the process whereby the wholesaler buy goods in bulk or in large quantity from the producer and resell to the retailer in small quantity. In this kind of trade, the wholesaler sometimes grade, pack and label goods and may not even allow credit to the retailers. Yes, he can allow or may not allow, depending on how the wholesaler wants it to be. He is also an intermediary, a middleman between the producer and the retailer. Now, let us look at the functions of a wholesalers. I've told you previously that an wholesaler is someone that is involved in an wholesale trade. Now, what are the functions? Bulk breaking, buying. They buy in large quantities. Can you imagine that? An wholesaler buy in large quantities and sell in smaller, to the retailers. And also warehousing. They have warehousing where they store goods for retailers. They also involve in transportation and logistics, moving goods from manufacturer to the retailers, and also they bear risk, taking on the risk of unsold goods. I am not done yet though. You know that they also advertise goods. Yes, they do most of the work of finding ready-made market for the products. This is done through advertising and promotion. They do market research. They are involved in price stability, branding, packaging, and labeling of goods, which I said during the definition of wholesale trade. They also finance the producers. Yes, wholesalers can perform the function of financing by making money available to the producer ahead of supply. They pay the producers promptly. Let us talk about the types of wholesalers. We have the varieties of types of wholesalers. From the merchant wholesalers, they own the goods they sell. An example, the company that buys rice in tons and sell to retailers in bags. And we also have agent wholesalers. They own goods but facilitate sales for a commission. An example, an agent connecting cocoa farmers with chocolate manufacturers. We also have specialty wholesalers, general wholesalers, cash and carry wholesalers, rack jobbers. Now, let me quickly explain that rack jobbers. They deal mainly with the supermarkets, departmental stores. They specialize in the distribution of housewares and kitchenwares to the retailers. These are merchants who supply grocery supermarkets with non-food items. They sell to supermarkets and departmental stores. They furnish the racks or shelves which the goods are to be displayed, and they are only stored on fast-moving brands on the racks. We also have dropshippers. We also have cooperative wholesalers. Wait. Did I say dropshippers? Yes. These are wholesalers who may not be in possession of goods, but take orders from the retailers and ensure that the producers deliver the goods to the retailers that has been placed the order. They deal mostly in bulky goods. Example, we have coal and others. And I mentioned corporate wholesalers, cooperative wholesalers. These are wholesalers who pull their resources together or capital together to purchase in bulk from the producers and sell in small quantities to the retailers. Let me gist you. I want to do one more. Do you know that there are some factors that encourage the elimination of middlemen? I like rumor and I like, I'm a boss, but let me quickly tell you this. The factors involve involvement of highly technical goods. The middlemen can be eliminated if the goods are highly technical, which requires special handling. The producer may decide to deal directly with the consumers, that is heavy machinery and aeroplanes. Have you ever heard middlemen selling aeroplane? No. Perishable goods in car. Yes, we also have perishable goods. The producer will prefer to deal directly with the customers. If the goods are perishable, this is to prevent the goods from becoming bad. Like for example now, pepper. When you go to the market to go and buy pepper, you don't buy from middlemen, you buy directly from the main producer. An example, we also have expensive and fragile goods. The producer may want to entrust the goods of high value with the middlemen. Since sales of such goods are always low, they would prefer to sell to the customers directly. Examples, we have jewelries. If customized goods are involved, yes, there are some goods that are made accordingly to the specification of consumers, are better delivered to the customers directly by the producer. We have some goods that as a consumer now, I want my goods to be specially made for only me, that nobody will be able to use, basically because it has what I requested for specially. An example, we have shoes that are made specially for people that have large toes. We also have clothes that have branded names, customized names, like that, so on and so forth. And the next one, we have establishment of the manufacturer's own retail shop. The producer in some cases may open his own shop in order to bypass the middleman. Example, we have barter. Other factors include avoidance of adulteration of goods, prevention of hoarding of goods, need for immediate feedback, and when goods are branded. In most cases, branded goods are supplied directly to the consumers. Now that we have spoken about the factors that prompt the elimination of middlemen, let us talk about the factors that prompt the survival of middlemen. All the functions performed by the middlemen goes above are the main reason why they should continue to act as intermediaries in the channels of distribution. The middlemen should not be eliminated based on the fact that they have so many things to do in the channels of distribution. They act as brokers. They make it easy for the goods to get to the final consumer. They make sure that the goods are stored until they are needed, and so many other factors that ensures that the middlemen must survive in the channels of distribution. Have you ever heard about channels of distribution before? Yes, we also have channels of distribution in commerce. Now, let me give you a clue. This is a process or path through which goods get to the hands of the consumer, as it is called channels of distribution. Now, you can refer to it also as chains of distribution. Now, there are various channels of distribution which I will explain later, but I really want to let you know that you cannot get goods or service which you want except it has passed through a channel of distribution. Take note of that. Let us explain about the types of various channels of distribution. We have a direct channel, that is direct from the producer, that is the maker, directly to the consumer. An example, a farmer selling vegetables directly at a local market is the one planting, is the one harvesting, and also is the one in charge of selling directly to the final consumer. We also have one level channel, that is from the producer to the retailer to the consumer. Simple. An example, we have a phone manufacturer selling through the retail stores. We have the number 3, that is the two-level channel of distribution, from the producer to the wholesaler to the retailer And finally, to the final consumer. That is we have imported goods sold through importers to local shops in local countries directly to the what? Final consumers. Now, what are the factors you need to consider before you choose the type of channel of distribution you will dive into as a producer of a goods or services? Now, listen attentively. Nature of the product is very important. If your product is perishable or durable, you need to consider the type of channel of distribution you need to go into. We also have the market size and location, depending on the type of product you want to dive into. What kind of financial capacity do you have? How much money can you afford? We also have the government policies and the government regulations. Now, let us practice with some WAEC past questions. For each question, we are going to go through the questions very well. Please try to pause the video and try to answer the question on your own before we discuss the solution. Number 1. Which of the following is not a function of a wholesaler? A. Bulk breaking. B. Manufacturing. C. Warehousing. D. Risk taking. This one is coming from WAEC 2019. The correct answer is B. Manufacturing. Why? Let me explain. Option A, that is bulk breaking, is a key function of a wholesaler. Option B, manufacturing is typically done by producers, not wholesalers. And option C, warehousing is an important services provided by wholesalers. And option D, which is risk bearing, is a crucial role of wholesalers in the distribution chain. Question number 2. A document that can be exchanged for goods or services is called dash. I repeat again, a document that can be used in exchange for goods or services is called a dash. This one is coming from WAEC 2020. Option A, we have a voucher. Option B, we have a credit card. Option C, we have a debit card. And option D, we have a document. Consider your answer very well. The correct answer is option A, which is voucher. Let me explain. Option A voucher is specifically designed to be exchanged for goods or services. Option B, a credit card is used to make purchase on credit, not directly exchange for goods. While option C, a debit card withdraws money directly from a bank account for purchase. And option D, a check is a written order to a bank to pay a specific amount of money. We have covered modern retail trends like branding and self-service, explored wholesale trade and its functions, discuss factors affecting middlemen, and learn about distribution channels. Understanding this concept helps you to make sense of the business world around you. Next time you are in a supermarket, notice the branding, self-service setup, and think about the distribution channel that brought about each product to the shelf which you are looking at. Keep practicing and keep moving with your past questions. Observe commerce, the business concepts in action in your daily life. This will help you to deepen your understanding and prepare you for your WAEC exam. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions or you need further explanation, don't hesitate to reach out to the number attached to the screen which you are staring at. Keep learning and stay curious. My name is Mr. Olawale. I am your commerce teacher. Stay blessed and keep moving.